Legacy cable news anchors. Erin Elmore is here, Republican strategist and attorney. Also back with us, Matthew Foldy, conservative columnist after a heroic and honorable run for Congress in Maryland, and the host of the David Harris Jr. show. David Harris Jr. is back with us as well. Great to see everyone. Erin.
John?
Yes?
Sorry to bother you. I just want to give you some perspective on that CNN clip.
Yes.
The gentleman you saw in that clip is a conservative. His name is David Urban. He worked in the Trump administration. He is a CNN contributor. He's from Pennsylvania. He helped Arlen Specter in the state. So he is not a liberal talking head. It's not like they converted some liberal to try to, sort of be on board with them. So he is a conservative. He is on staff there. He is one of us. And I think every once in a while they have him on to actually give a conservative perspective, but they never let him talk.
No, I think David Zaslav, who's now running the show over there, at least he has people now kind of pushing, trying to push back on whatever direction Jeff Zucker took CNN. They are actually trying to get a little more, but they've suffered ratings-wise as a result. But
sorry about that.
No, that's okay. I think that's important context we want to add here. But go on and talk about this. I mean, you can't call it a raid over on cable news legacy media. You can't criticize the FBI when they have FBI lawyers who get busted for falsifying FISA warrants. Isn't this our patriotic duty to question the FBI and hold the DOJ accountable for something that we've never seen happen in our lifetimes or, quite frankly, in the history of this country?
Well, I don't know if you're asking me that, but I'm happy to answer. I think that every American, right, left, and center should be concerned about what's happening, especially when there's disparate treatment based on your political party. We know that Hillary Clinton was smashing hard drives and using bleach bit. We know that Obama left the White House with several documents. And this warrant was supposed to be very specific for the place to be searched and the things to be seized. It was under federal records, and now we don't know exactly what's going on, and they're pretending this is about nuclear information now. So honestly, when you do this, you look like Venezuela, Cuba, Russia, communist China. And honestly, I hope people in the middle are waking up and saying, hold on, this is not what a democracy looks like.
Yeah, and Matthew, that FBI lawyer, Kleinsmith, he got a slap on the wrist. His law license was restored. I thought that when lawyers lie, especially on something like a warrant, they normally don't get to practice law again.
America again. I think this should be Trump's new slogan, make America, America again. Because what we're seeing right now is not the America that we know and love.
You know what's quickly on this? We only got about 20 seconds, Erin, but fewer people are as plugged in to the MAGA scene in South Florida as Erin is. And, the conversation has been DeSantis versus Trump, Trump versus DeSantis. But, we see Ron DeSantis going out to Arizona, rallying with Kari Lake now on this tour. He's behind Donald Trump. And what's happened is MAGA world, ultra MAGA, is even more ultra and unified than it has ever been, Erin. And that was not the case at the beginning of the week.
Yeah, a lot of these liberals think if they take out Donald Trump, they take out the movement. What they've realized is the MAGA movement now has a life of its own. America First is a huge movement. Donald Trump wasn't the movement. He simply started the fire that will burn in the rest of this country's history indelibly and make it a better nation. He just exposed the lies and started the process, and everyone should be grateful for him and for that.
All right, Erin is sticking around. Matthew's back, and so is the bolo tie, and David Harris always brings the fire for Meme Team. So we got Worst Takes and Meme Team coming up later in the show. So stay panel for their worst takes of the week. Erin Elmore is back with us as well. So is Matthew Foldy and David Harris Jr. All right, we're going to go to Matthew for his worst take of the week first. What do you got for us, Matt?
Look, it was a newsworthy week, right? And so what did the Biden administration do during it? Well, they pitched a hit piece on an anonymous Twitter account to Politico, which decided to give it front billing in one of its most read evening newsletters. So the thing to me that's so crazy about this is this account, RNC Research, literally just posts videos of Biden speaking.
We're going to go last to Erin because she gets to go first on Meme Team in the next segment. So Erin, last but not least, give us your worst take.
I mean, the low-hanging fruit of the week is the Trump raid is the worst take, right? But now we know it's about some sort of nuclear codes. And I tweeted and Instagrammed this. I don't know if they can put it up. Yes, it says, don't worry. At least Biden now has the code, so we're totally fine. A guy that shakes hands with the air, forgets that he's shaking a hand, a guy that falls off a bike, that can't put on a jacket, that says, poor kids are just as great as white kids. I mean, this guy is a total cluster, and we're worried about what Trump has? No. I am worried about what Biden has and what Biden is capable of. So this is my worst take of the week. And, the raid is really bad. And I think it's shook a lot of Americans. But I don't want Biden having any codes. I don't even want Biden to control cereal or something like that. That's how lost he is.
Take the remote.
Yeah, take the remote away, take the car keys away. We've already done that.
Needs help getting dressed. I mean, it's just
yes,
it's a tough week.
We will talk about the jacket, the unforgiving jacket that Joe Biden chose to take with him to Kentucky. That is part of Meme Team. We have that coming up. Erin, David, and Matt will have their memes of the week as well. So will Bianca. Stay with us. We're coming back. Dark Brandon, I'll say. A lot of this is based on Chinese propaganda. And here and get through everybody's memes. And we are going to go back to our panel, Erin, Matthew Foldy, and David Harris Jr. Erin Elmore with us. All right, so first we go to Erin. Ladies first. What do you got for us, Erin?
I just thought this was great. If you don't laugh, you're gonna cry, and that's classic Donald Trump. It looks like about an '80s era with his bathrobe on, lounging, just saying. And beep satire is kind of new, so I like this one. Could you knock before you raid next time, please? Just showing. It's so good, and I also just love that this is how Donald Trump should feel about this. Relaxed, chill, in his bathrobe. And we don't see Donald Trump like this. Now I kind of wonder what kind of pajamas he wears because he's always in a suit for his golf outfit.
Yes.
So this just gives us a little glimpse into what he might look like when he's off the clock.
Custom
Very
Brioni couture pajamas, I'm sure.
Satin PJs, yeah.
All right, Matt, what do you got for us? Always a blast, guys.
Yeah, great to see you all.
Happy Friday. See you next week.
All right, still more to come here. Another thing we do on Fridays, Bianca, finally some good news.